All right, let's get right into it. Picture this. You're the senior multi-cloud architect. You've just been handed a mission-critical assignment, a directive from the very top that's going to shape the security of your entire organization. This is your briefing.
And this is your mandate. It's direct, it's clear, and it's completely non-negotiable. Every single word here matters. Enforce all traffic across AWS, Azure, and GCP. This is the challenge we're going to unpack right now.
So, what does a directive like this actually mean on the ground? Let's break down this crucial assignment so you can see exactly what you're up against and how to tackle it. Now, your primary weapon for this mission is spelled out right there in the mandate. It's the technological bedrock of your whole strategy, TLS 1.3 plus. And listen, we're not just talking about any old encryption. TLS 1.3 plus is the absolute gold standard. It's faster, it's been stripped of older, clunky vulnerabilities, and that little plus sign, that's huge. It means you're not just meeting today's standard, you're getting ready for tomorrow's. This is the precision tool you're going to be using. So you've got your tool, but where do you actually have to apply it? Well, your turf isn't some neat single location. No, it's a sprawling, complex, multi-cloud maze. To get our heads around it, let's think of it as 3 separate kingdoms. And these are your kingdoms: AWS, Azure, and GCP. Each one is a giant in its own right, with its own set of rules, its own way of doing things, its own unique architecture. They don't always communicate well with each other, and they definitely don't speak the same security language. Your job? You have to be the diplomat and the enforcer across all 3. This table right here, this really paints the picture of just how massive your mandate is. It's not about picking and choosing. All those check marks are telling you one thing. Every type of traffic within every single kingdom and between all of them has to be encrypted, no exceptions. The scope is total. So let's quickly define these digital highways. Inter-VPC traffic, think of that as all the communication happening inside one of the kingdoms, like all the data flowing within AWS. Then you've got VPC-to-VPC. That's the diplomatic channel between the kingdoms, say Azure talking to GCP. And finally, VPC-to-onprem. This is the critical supply line back to your home base, your private data center. Every single one of these paths is a vulnerability if it's not locked down. Okay, so we've got our standard, we've got our kingdoms, and we've got the highways connecting everything. This brings us to the real strategic headache of your mission, the unification challenge. So here's the million-dollar question. How do you take one policy, one single golden rule about encryption, and apply it consistently across 3 totally different environments? I mean, each one has its own control panel, its own APIs, its own native tools. It's like trying to enforce one law in 3 countries that all speak different languages. This is the core architectural puzzle you're here to solve. You're really at a fork in the road here. On the left, you've got the siloed approach. That's the path of chaos. You're juggling 3 separate policies for 3 clouds, and trust me, that's just a recipe for configuration drift and dangerous security gaps. But on the right, you have the unified approach. One policy, one source of truth, enforced everywhere. This is the path of clarity and control, and it's exactly what your mandate is telling you to do. You know, pulling this off is about so much more than just ticking a box on some compliance form. The work you're doing here has implications that reach way beyond this one task. It's really about setting the stage for everything that comes next. And make no mistake about it, when you pull this off, you are fundamentally redefining what secure means for a modern enterprise that lives in the multi-cloud. You're creating the blueprint that everyone else is going to follow. This isn't just another IT project. This is a legacy-defining achievement. So we'll leave you with this final thought. You're solving the unification problem for today's cloud. But what happens as networks get even more spread out? We're talking edge computing, IoT, all kinds of new frontiers. That principle of unification only becomes more and more critical. Your mission today is really just the beginning. The real question is, what does the future of a truly unified security posture look like? The work you're doing now will help write that answer.